Okay, so I wanted to go through a quick Joomla install on a Godaddy hosted site. Basically, you can use the Godaddy control panel to install Joomla and some default content, but what I've done is used a prepackaged theme from a company called Yootheme in the UK, and it's spelled Y-O-O-T-H-E-M-E. And they have some really great templates to use for Yootheme, and they're kind of pricey, but you get free access for a year to all of their templates, and you can decide on which one you want to use during that year, depending on what level of subscription you do. So in any case, I've gone to their site. In fact, I will show you the process for doing that. If we go to yootheme.com, and then you go ahead and log in with your account that you set up. I'm Jeff.McCormick3, and I'm going to have to look at my password here, so just bear with me. I'll log in. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a few days left here. This particular one is a Joomla theme, and you can go and browse the themes by clicking here. What I'm going to do is go directly to the download location. If I go to themes and then click on downloads, and let's just say the one that I'm going to install is Solar, which is this one here. And so if you click on that, it opens up this little pane here. I'm running Joomla 2.5 on the Godaddy site. It looks like we could do a 3.1 template demo package, which I may consider doing as a test. But for now, just doing the demo 2.5. And then, so what you do is you save this. It's a zip file. You save it to your hard drive. I've already got it saved, so I'm going to show you where that's at. I have it in my Dropbox here, so I'm going to go to Finder, and if we look at Dropbox, this is the thing that downloaded right here, this Solar demo package, j25.zip. And so you just double click on that in the Mac environment, and it will unzip it to a folder. So then what you do is you can use an FTP client. I prefer FileZilla. And then you go to that extracted location, which I have here, and then you'll see that inside on your host or on your local side, you have all the contents of the file. And then I tried initially to select all of these, and I just didn't do it right, so I wound up putting the whole folder underneath the top level folder in my hosting account, which this host side you see is the actual root directory of the Godaddy hosted site. So what I wound up with was this Use Solar demo package folder underneath the top level. Well, that has to be actually up on the top level, so all I did was just, with FileZilla, it's so great because you can do things like this. I just drag and drop everything up one level, so it was fairly easy to move those things up once I made the mistake of putting them down in this folder. And then what happens if you go to your site with a web browser, you'll see that it will drop you on this page for the Joomla 2.5.13 installation. So what you need to do actually before you start this process is you need to also create a database from the Godaddy control panel. And the way to do that is you just go into your account. When you land in your account, it's going to put you in this products list. You click on your web hosting, and then you launch the particular hosting manager that you would like to use for the account that you're going to set up. You may have several domains, and you just need to pick the one that you're working on, of course. And then right here you click on this databases button, and I've already added it, but what you do is you just add a database. You do the friendly name, set up a database username and the name of the database, and then you create a password for it. They have some restrictions here for password and database name. Obviously it's going to have to be something that's not used as a database name. So I named it, my domain plus some Joomla. So, and once you do that, once it's created, you're going to want to go in and look at the details of it, because you're going to need this host name, Get Serious Joomla, that big old long convoluted thing right there, to poke into the Joomla install. And you'll see where that is once we get into this. Okay, so I'm going to go through this. I'm going to say yes, we want English, and pre-install check for our Joomla. It checks to see that we've got a good PHP version, some other things that are already configured through the Godaddy site. It's got some recommended settings here. I'm just going to leave this default, and I'm going to hit next because I don't think those are going to cause us any problems. Yes, you accept the public license for GNU. Alright, so I'm going to say this is MySQL. I believe it is. Host name is going to be the host name that I just told you what I believe I have in my paste buffer. Yes. Oh, I got the whole thing there. I don't want that. I want just this part. The username is going to be the username that we set up, given by the host. This is interesting. Let's see where that might be. I think I have it in Evernote here, possibly. Get Serious Joomla. Yeah, I believe that's Get Serious Joomla. And it's going to be the database name as well. Put in my password here. I'm going to say this is Get Serious Joomla also. Prefix randomly generated is fine. Old database process. Any existing backup tables from former Joomla installations will be replaced. Well, this is a brand new database, so we don't have any former databases installed, or former information installed in this database. Man, I can't talk. Anyhow, I'm going to click next and see if I selected everything right as far as my names go. So it's thinking. Okay, so optional. Most users can skip this step. I'm going to skip it because I'm just like most users. Alright, so I'm going to enter the site name here. Enter the name of your Joomla site. I can also do this. I believe you can do this later. You may also decide if the front end is immediately available or not after the installation completed. So, yeah, I'm going to put my email in here. I don't like the admin name. I like J McCormick. I use it all the time. I don't know why I put that password in there for me. It maybe is the database password. That's a little strange. So I'm going to install the sample data as well. So site name, this has to be here, getserious.com. And then I'm going to go ahead and install the sample data. And we're going to go do next. Okay, so please remember to completely remove the installation folder. Not be able to proceed with this point. Okay, so remove installation folder. Just click on that. And it should remove, I believe there's a folder in FileZilla probably called installation. Yes, we see it there. So if I refresh this, it should be gone. Yes, so it did delete it when I clicked on the button. So now if we do a refresh here, we should see our site. And we don't. So because we're refreshed down here, I need the top level. That's no longer valid. So we will see the demo Yootheme content should come up from my solar theme that I selected. It's taking a bit of time here. Yes, and it did. None of the images come over with the installation of the demo content. I think you can pull that stuff in if you want to, but I don't have any need for it. I just wanted to have, you know, all the skeleton, the entire skeleton of the theme in my installation. So that's it. It's fairly simple. It's fairly straightforward. If you use the Godaddy interface to install an application, such as, if we go here, let me show you, and you do application, and you do, well, there's no option there to install Joomla, but if you click it here, and then you say install, and you install it at the top level, then, and you try to use a theme template that you've downloaded from the web, it gets messy. It's not easy to do it that way, and I've never had actually any success doing it that way, at least with Godaddy. So it's better to unzip the theme package from the theme provider and unzip the entire template with all of the demo content, and then expand that into your home directory for your host, and then connect through a browser to your root level and run through the installation process that way. Hopefully this helped, and we'll talk to you later.